Today we have something actually very unusual. This is a 2021 on a 71 registration Porsche Cayenne Coupe, and it is the V6 e-hybrid Platinum Edition. Now they do a regular V6 e-hybrid. The Platinum Edition is actually a cosmetic modification, so you get a load of optional extras as standard on the Platinum Edition. It's sort of the run out for this generation of Cayenne, and it's a really wonderful, wonderful car. It's actually blown me away by how good this car actually is on the road. Now, this is, as I said at the beginning, it's the V6 e-hybrid. That does mean it is a plug-in hybrid, so it will do motorway speeds in electric, in full electric, and you can obviously plug it in and charge it. They're brilliant, brilliant cars, and you get great miles per gallon out of these cars. They're way more economical than you'd imagine, and you compare them to their normally aspirated sort of relatives in the Cayenne range. It's a different world in terms of the miles per gallon and the economy that you can get out of them. They're really amazing bits of machinery. Now this is finished in Moonlight blue, which is a really interesting color. I've not seen many in this color. There's lots of blacks, lots of silvers, lots of grays and whites. I actually think it's an elegant color. It really shows off the beautiful curves of the Coupe Cayenne, which again is a shape that I really like personally as well. Now there's lots of optional extras, lots of specification to go through. The main sort of headline figures for this car is it's done 13,400 miles. It's got a full Porsche main dealer service history. Actually, bearing in mind that it is a 71 registration, that is essentially because the car is not due a service yet. But it is, everything is exactly as it should, beg your pardon, as it should be with this car. Now, we'll start at the front end. We'll go through some of the lovely features. The main one that you can probably see that's really in your face is that big camera system there. That's for the 3D surround camera system and top view. It's amazing the quality of the cameras on these cars. So loads of modern cars have got it. For instance, we have a Defender at the moment that's got that system too. But what I would say is Porsche have used a better quality camera. Obviously being Porsche, everything's about build quality. For me, they build the best quality put together cars in the world. We'll go at the front end. You've got the big iconic now 4 LED headlights. So they've got the big LED unit bulb in the middle, and then what was on the PDLS system, you had the day running lights were actually on the outside of the lights. These newer generation Porsche system, you've got the quad day running lights sat on either side all the way around the main bulb. Again, that is basically a fed down piece of design and innovation from their Le Mans program. So if everyone remembers their Le Mans cars, they had the same sort of LED light system. You've got another LED strake down here with your LED daytime running lights. They're also in there, and your indicators come through that section there. And then this lovely front end, lots of scoops. I don't know if you can see in here, a really nice feature. You've got opening and shutting sort of vents for the front radiator here. Again, all of this is for aerodynamics and to make the car more fuel efficient. So Porsche, again, going back to their Le Mans program, know a huge amount about hybrid cars. They won Le Mans multiple times with their hybrid cars. So they've got a huge amount of racing pedigree pumped into their road cars, which, you know, make them, in my opinion, one of the market leaders at the moment in this category. A fabulous multi-spoke exclusive wheel. It's a 21-inch diamond cut fascia wheel with a gloss black insert, and then being an e-hybrid, I love these. Being an e-hybrid, you get these incredible sort of bright, luminescent brake calipers. They go with sort of the outskirts of all of the lettering on the front wings here, and wherever it says e-hybrid on the car, you have this luminous surround to it. I think they look brilliant. I think it makes the car look totally unusual when it goes down the road. Yeah, a really nice feature for me. And obviously giving its green credentials, it gives it that sort of luminous greeny yellow view as it goes down the road. Everyone will know that it is a hybrid. Opening the passenger side front door, you can see in here we've got the 14-way seats. They're a lovely feature with the full leather in this car. Really adjustable. You can get yourself super comfortable in here. And it's a really high quality interior, and I can't sort of emphasize this enough. Porsche do this better than anybody else. The high quality of the finish, even the plastics, the dashboard here, even the plastic, it's just such high quality. The panel gaps, everything, it is just on point. Porsche get this so right. Privacy glass on the rear windows here as this amazing sort of sweeping roofline comes back. And then if you look above, you'll see that massive glass panoramic roof. A really lovely feature, especially being the coupe, because it's this sort of sloping roofline. It's lovely to get that extra bit of light inside the rear seats. And if the camera comes past, I'll open the rear door and you can see that it's not really compromised at all, in my view, being the coupe version. You've got loads of headroom, loads of legroom, a really wonderful place to sit. And you can also see that just in that center console between the two rear seats, you've got heated rear seats. A big aerodynamic spoiler on the back there as the roofline comes down, and then you've got a big deployable spoiler that sort of, it's enormous, the deployable spoiler on this, which obviously lifts itself up at around 70-80 miles an hour, I believe, just to give the car that extra stability at high motorway speeds. Again, that theme continues at the back, the luminescent green or yellow surrounding the Cayenne badge on the back there, and then you've got this, what Porsche are doing with all of their sort of current SUVs, and I think the current 911 as well, you've got this now big, long light bar that goes all the way along the back of the car and sort of joins the belt line down the middle of the car. And it's got the Porsche logo or the Porsche sort of wording. It's actually inside that panel. It's a really nice piece of design, a really nice feature. And when the car is on, that is really, really obvious. It's really in your face, and I really like it. Now, I'll open the boot. Power tailgate, as you can imagine. And again, what I would say, being the coupe, it still doesn't feel compromised. And that's the one thing that I picked up on this car. When the cars arrive, we make sure that we use them to make sure there's nothing wrong with them. We give them a thorough test run. And I loved it. I didn't have any issues with storage. I didn't have any issues. It did not feel compromised for being coupe, except the only thing about it is it looks a lot better. In my view, it's a much better looking car than the standard one. Under the boot floor, you've got your section with all your tools and everything like that. It lifts just to there. Your batteries are in the back section there. And this car is fitted with the big Bose surround sound system. So you've got a massive amplifier and a subwoofer, which sits under the boot floor there. As you can see, it says Bose. Really nice sound system in this car. I'll just lift that back across. And then I'll press the I'll press the tailgate button. You can see the rear camera is there as it comes down. And again, a nice cost option on this car. It's got the gloss black exhaust tips. These are really lovely finish. They're almost like a ceramic finished. It's not just like a solid plain black. And they look beautiful over the quad pipes at the back of the car. And a lovely diffuser section. Obviously front and rear park sensors. You can see that they're built in nicely on the bottom of the bumper there as well. We'll come down the driver's side and we'll show you around. And just as you come down this side, before I jump in, and I'll pop back that side in a second, the rest of the surround camera package is made up of the two cameras that are on the mirrors, on the bottom of the mirrors, which you can see just there. And then I will jump in, run you through some of the amazing features inside. It's a really cool cockpit, very Porsche, amazing driving position. This steering wheel is one of my favorite steering wheels in a car. It's basically the same steering wheel you get in a 911. It's the GT steering wheel. It's the multi-function version, full leather, and it's heated. There's a little hidden button under here for heating. I will turn it on and I'll run you through it. So if I move my seat a little bit forwards. Right, we're going to start on the door card, and again, that build quality, it just shines through on every feature on this car. These buttons are beautifully finished. They've got this amazing sort of matte black finish, but they feel such high quality. Obviously, you've got folding, electric folding, heated and multiply adjustable mirrors. Obviously, all electric windows, and your power tailgate has an extra release button there. Memory function for the driver's seat, memory function for the passenger seat over there in the same place on the passenger side door. And then obviously down here, you've got the little logo for the Bose surround sound system to show it has got that upgraded stereo. The car is also keyless go. So this is Porsche's system. So you have this sort of fake dummy key which lives in that slot, and you just have to have the key in your pocket. You turn it on and obviously the car fires up. At this minute in time, the car is in E because it's electric, or it's a plug-in hybrid. So at this minute in time, the car is in E mode, which is very nice. So obviously no noise whatsoever. And it will, as I say, it will drive in this mode. It will try and default to drive in this mode as much as possible. So I'll just go through these settings just to get the sat nav on. It's set on guest mode. It's on a privacy mode, which you can obviously switch all on and off. So the car has got Apple CarPlay. It's got obviously digital radio. It's a massively adjustable system. You've got all of these multi-menus in here. Your hybrid programs are here as well. So you can set what departure time you'd like. And then obviously you can pre-cool and preheat the car to give you that extra range, because that's how it works with these batteries. If you get them warm before you go and drive them, you get a little bit of extra range. And I will just head back to the main menu and put it in reverse and show you these cameras. If you have a look, the quality of these cameras are just amazing. So you've got a really, really clear reverse camera, it's huge, and then you've got the augmented view over here, as I explained earlier, and then you can adjust to front and adjust to rear. It's an amazing system. Loads of adjustability, loads of angle changes. It's just, yeah, as I say, I think Porsche are, in my opinion, the market leaders with the quality of the cameras that they're currently using. This new system down here is also really nice. You've got your heated seats, but it's all haptech. So it's all got a little sort of vibration. You do get a tangible feel when you press the buttons, which is nice. It's not all that sort of crazy touch systems that Ferrari have gone down at the moment, where you can't really control anything. All of your sort of extra modes for the telephone, the navigation, everything runs down here. You've got the big full map. It is a massive sat nav. Dual zone climate control, as you can imagine. And then you have adjustable modes for the car here. You can change the drive mode. You can change the chassis mode. That can also be done, and I'm sorry to go back to it, but that can also be done on this beautiful steering wheel with this sort of Manatino style driving configurator, which will take you from E mode, which is electric, to hybrid, to sport, which will turn the engine on. As you see, the rev counter is just fired up. And then back to Sport Plus if you really want to drive the car enthusiastically, because it is, at the end of the day, still a Porsche. It is still an amazingly confusing car to drive, because you're in a big SUV, but Porsche just sprinkle it with that Porsche magic where it drives like you're in a sports car. Just a fabulous, fabulous machine. Your cruise control is down here. It's also got lane keep assist, which you can see on the lanes there, which is a very nice safety feature to have, and obviously that switches on and off down there. And your heated steering wheel has a little hidden button, which is just on the back of here. And if I click it, hopefully it will just switch. I wonder if I can get away from this menu. I don't know if I turn that off, turn it back on again. Here we go. Close that. If I press this button down here, it doesn't want to play ball today. Anyway, there's a button on the back here, and that basically, it may be because the door's open that it's not letting me see this menu on the right, but essentially the button under here, which is hidden, it turns your heated steering wheel on and off. Now, moving on to the interior of the car, you've got all these extra buttons up here, your SOS button. You do have a blind, an electric blind, which will bring that cover across the whole of that massive glass roof that you've got there. I do like the piano black interior trim as well. I think it all goes together, all of that full black theme that the car has. You've got your USB-Cs in here as well, so all your modern connectivity that you would imagine. And I'll just jump out and summarize for you what is, in my opinion, a really special car. So just to bring you back to the main sort of items on the car, 21 on a 71 registration. I believe there is actually quite a long wait for one of these at the moment. It's done 13,400 miles. It is priced, in our opinion, very competitively, you know, right in the right part of the market. And it is a wonderful, wonderful piece of machinery. Completely Porsche through and through, build quality to the highest level, and a really wonderful driving experience in a super comfortable setting. So my name is Matthew. I hope the video's helped, and thank you very much for watching.